My God, this reminds me of when we were young.
What? Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
My God, this reminds me. You hear me? Of when we were
Yes,
young.
I hear you.
That's us, that's us.
What? Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Ew.
God, this reminds me. You hear
I
me?
don't like my voice.
I love your voice.
Yes, I hear you.
Dubs in the chat. Let's get Dubs in the chat, guys. Dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat.
Simple will go back towards the rear of the APC, and in comes G2. Simple gets himself 3 though. Oh, there it is, 4 and 5.
When Doug and Andre came to TurboTax,
we navigated a turbulent housing market by
buying a motorhome.
But we didn't know the first thing about filing taxes as first-time home buyers.
I knew how to make their move count. We file taxes for millions of new homeowners and guarantee 100% accuracy on land and sea.
Was that a shark?
yes.
Make your moves count. Intuit TurboTax, 100% accuracy guaranteed.
Calvin, a gruesome mass murder mystery is unfolding tonight in the Mojave Desert.
6 people are found dead in a remote area north of Victorville. The victims discovered near 2 bullet-riddled vehicles on a dirt road outside the community of El Mirage. Some of the bodies had been burned. What's unclear tonight, who are the victims, who is responsible, and what led to the massacre.
Our John Fenolio is live at the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department substation in Adelanto with the latest on the investigation for us tonight. John.
Sharon, Micah, that's right. This was a horrific discovery. That crossroads in the Mojave Desert remains an active crime scene at this hour. Tonight, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department Special Investigations Division is leading the case, but many questions remain unanswered. A horrendous discovery in the high desert. Bodies found scattered along a desolate dirt road, along with a white van and a dark blue SUV riddled with bullet holes. Several of the bodies appear to have been burned. A crime scene so grisly, we can't show you every image. San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies responding around 8:15 last night to the remote intersection of Lessing Avenue and Shadow Mountain Road, just off Highway 395, about 12 miles north of Victorville. The call coming in only as a welfare check.
This is a very remote desert area, and for that reason, CHP Aviation Division accompanied us to the call and were able to help us in locating the scene.
By dawn, investigators located another body hundreds of feet away.
So we have a total of 6 at this point.
6 bodies in the middle of the desert, dozens of evidence markers dotting what are believed to be shell casings. But so far, detectives aren't saying much.
We have not confirmed the sex or the age of any of the decedents at this point. So that information will come out as we continue the investigation, as well as the cause and manner of death.
I mean, it's imperative to find out who these people are because there could be additional people in danger.
Bobby Jacone is a retired FBI special agent. He says while investigators are still piecing the case together, it appears the level of violence speaks to a broader criminal network.
Well, certainly by looking at the number of people involved and the way and how gruesome they were not only killed but then set on fire, you know, this has some of the earmarks of kind of a gangland style slaying. It could be gang related, it could be cartel related.
It's going to be heartbreaking no matter what the situation is, what they discover out there as far as the circumstances surrounding it.
Just a grisly scene. Right now, sheriff's investigators are not releasing many details. So far, no information about a suspect.
That's what they were describing it as.
Oh.
I should just live this hero lifestyle.
Chaotic, transforming the gameplay into a spectacle of havoc that were even sometimes oddly amusing to watch. During that time, almost anyone on the console generation could easily access a mod menu by jailbreaking their console and following a few straightforward steps, mainly because there was a lack of effective anti-cheat measures, no more update support, and that coupled with poor console security. Nowadays, obtaining online mod menus on consoles has become a nearly impossible challenge, as consoles have strengthened their security measures and Rockstar has learned from that chaotic console era, with 7 years later pulling the plug on those servers. Regardless, Rockstar was not the only one taking notes from this. Mod menu creators also adapted, making their menus compatible with the PC version. This marked the birth of a new mod menu industry, which soon began to thrive. Mod menus became more diverse than ever, with more new features and more ways to gain in-game wealth, but most importantly, they became more powerful. Regular players started to take notice, with sessions looking like this, to randomly having your IP address exposed because you forgot to turn on that VPN. Whilst this happens daily to PC players, Rockstar is just watching everything from a distance. Mod menus became so advanced that they can evade the existing anti-cheat, making the in-game report system useless, and literally making the modder off the radar. Well, go to Rockstar support then, you might ask, when you're just met with a generic response. As menus become so packed with features throughout its years, the main purpose wasn't anymore for just gaining free money and RP, but also about harming other players to even the point where a public site was created where anyone around the world could crash anyone who's currently playing the game, even in single player. This remote crash and kick exploit was quickly removed by the creators, as it was primarily intended to attract the attention of Rockstar, to show them how broken the game was, and as it was gaining more and more attention, eventually it caught the eyes of Rockstar to look deeper into this, and eventually patching it. The same also happened with the account corruption exploit, where any modder could block you from entering online and could remove all your money. Or you probably remember this person, who invited you many times because there was a flaw in the social club system. These were one of the few instances where Rockstar took action if it wasn't about money, because normally you won't see them handle all the other stuff unless you illegally obtain in-game wealth. And this is how making money with mod menus became more limited, as this was one of the things that gets easily flagged by the anti-cheat, because at the end of the day, Rockstar is losing customers by just letting players freely get an infinite amount of money. And to this day, this also seems to be Rockstar's only problem with mod menus, as the anti-cheat has been barely adjusted. As of now, only the opposite happened. Instead of upgrading it, they removed 95% of its existing anti-cheat because their own source code, which showed how the anti-cheat works, was leaked. In the end, Rockstar replaced the anti-cheat to deflect it differently than their leaked code. Mod menus continue to evolve, eventually offering paid versions. The more money you pay, the more features you get. This became a significant factor in the mod menu market, as players sought menus that were affordable and that would get them a lot of power. And so, you get only the biggest mod menus controlling the whole market, with Stand and 2 Take 1 at the top, with Stand being the best-selling menu, despite the owner of Stand sending questionable messages and having a history of controversial staff members. With this influence, Stand managed to grow further by reportedly paying around $50,000 in cryptocurrency to illicitly obtain portions of a privately leaked GTA 5 source code. to this way allowing them to refine their mod menu, making it more undetectable to Rockstar's anti-cheat. It's important to note that this source code leak wasn't related to the GTA 6 GitHub incident, which only
I remember one time when your friends came over and I just fell asleep.
Oh yeah? What the fuck is this? Hello? So whenever like I'm sitting in an uncomfortable position, the computer won't work. And it knows this.